They need the ball in the penalty area, and quickly. It comes through for Jackson. Then it's Wheeler. Breasted down. There was nothing wrong with that. A shot. Oh dear. It was a thumping shot as well from Barres. Spread eagled the crowd, but unfortunately didn't hit the net.
It looked like handball to begin with, but then he sets it up and he's had a good shot there, hasn't he? Oh, if that had been on target, I don't think the keeper would have saved that one.
What a strike this was. John Ryan playing the ball across. Now this is where it was knocked down first of all by Jackson, then Wheeler. This is where we thought there was a handball from the substitutes, Clayton, but what a good old-fashioned thump. But less than a minute left now. And another collision of bodies. Fortunately, the referee tells everybody to get up and play on, as Carter is the only one who doesn't, and he stays down. And Bromsgrove's physio can come on. Recce Carter needed the treatment. Well, it's going to be a valiant win this for Bromsgrove if they get it. They've held on since that 38th minute, Brian.
That's right. I thought that if Stalybridge were going to do anything or get something from this game or even win the game, they needed to get an equaliser early on. Unfortunately for them, it hasn't come. So and because the lad Skelding at the back has done really well for Bromsgrove and kept their defence in order.
So Recce Carter has been very much in the wars in this second half. He's also been one of those booked along with Mark Ogley and Robert Jackson of Stalybridge. I'm sure Carter will want to see out the 90 minutes though now. But Tony Grealish has had some success since he's taken over from Bobby Hope as Bromsgrove Rovers manager. And he's on the verge of a big success here to take his team into the semi-final of the Bob Lord Trophy. Here comes Stalybridge trying to make sure they don't do that. Good clearance again, Skelding was there. And now it's 2 against 1, and Recce Carter will be encouraged to feed the ball through here for Kevin Boston. And Boston might score his first ever goal. He's wide. Well, it would have been his first ever in the first team, but he's missed the target. And that would have wrapped it up nicely.
Yeah, it was 2 against 1. It was a good through ball by Recce, and I think it's just bobbled and sat up just as he's going to hit the shot. Yeah, it's just sat up for him, and unfortunately it's gone over the bar for him.
Good spot, Brian. He's here again, no doubt. 2 tackles diving in at the moment. And it's a throw-in for Bromsgrove. It was just run out. And here's Recce Carter, and again, Boston's in the penalty area. They've 2 up there. It's beyond Boston, is it? Yes, it's headed safely down. And they've got to be quick now of Stalybridge if they're going to stay in the Bob Lord. We are in time added on, deep into it, in fact, nearly 2 minutes. Hope springs eternal for them with Burke in possession. Down the line from Cotham. Here comes Brendan Burke. He's just got to dink one in here, but it's beyond anybody in a blue shirt. And Brian Gray again will play it into no man's land, just to waste up a few seconds. I still think we've probably got a couple of minutes to go, because there is so much time to be added on for injuries in this game. Up in the air from Gray. Up in the air from Patterson. And very well dealt with by young Power, but Wheeler snatches possession. Can't make anything of it though. And Ogley steps forward to win it. The referee has a look at the watch and says play on, and that's a clear body charge. But I think it's going to be a booking. It is. Before the free kick is taken, it's going to be a booking for the Bromsgrove man. It's the youngster Andy Marlowe. 4 bookings tonight, 2 for each team. Well, they definitely took the man out. So Stalybridge maybe with their last chance. Flicked on all the way through to Alan Judge. and he's been around long enough to know to hang on to the ball. Headed on by Gray. Oakley's clearance, well intercepted, but only as far as Cotham. Stalybridge drive forward, 3-4 men around the edge of the area. Ryan has got to find a good cross for Stalybridge Celtic here to preserve this great recent home record. That's a Stalybridge throw-in. A bit more pressure yet for Bromsgrove to soak up. Peter Ragnott saying much at the moment for a change. But, I'm sure Tony Grealish and his cohorts on the Bromsgrove bench much happier. And it looks as though they're going to inflict yet another defeat on a side that just cannot beat them, Stalybridge. Well, there's not many fans here from Bromsgrove, but they've made themselves heard tonight. Cotham again, he's got to get the ball up into that area. That's where it is now. Shaughnessy, and swung in and knocked out again, and they really have defended very well as we move towards 5 minutes of time added on. Still they come forward, Stalybridge. Cotham. Brendan Burke. Boris. Cotham now. Left here for the cross by Ryan. It's not a good enough one again, and once again that man Skelding is there, but he's slipped now, and the chance was there. Boris. Cotham. Can they score a dramatic equaliser now in the 6th minute of time added on? Oh, he nearly went down, and here's a great chance, and a great save by Alan Judge from Shaughnessy's header. Fabulous save by Alan Judge. Well, that was terrific. It was a good piece of football, and here comes Stalybridge again. And another one is going to be knocked up here as we look at that. Again, what a super stop. I think Shaughnessy was in a great position there to make himself a hero.
It was a great cross in, it was a great move and a great header. He did everything right, but the goalkeeper as well was fantastic.
Here is Carter. Down he goes again in a heap, and nothing comes from it. And we're in the 7th minute of time added on, and Stalybridge is still flinging everything but the kitchen sink at the opposition. And once again it's cleared. And surely now Mr. Kane is going to blow that whistle for the last time. Square from Jackson. Ryan in possession. Still a patient build-up. Cotham got to get the ball in the area though. Simply has to come up there. Oakley. Down for Wheeler. Still Paul Wheeler. Jackson again. They've plenty of people in. If only they can get the ball in the area. Jackson slips under the challenge from Gray. On he goes again. Well, we've now played 7 minutes of added time. The throw-in. Again, that ball isn't in the area yet. Played through into the gap and the player slipped. Surely now Mr. Kane is going to blow the final whistle. We've had 7¼ minutes of time added on. Well, I think it was the first match of the season where we had about 100 minutes played in one half. That was at Kettering in one match. But Bromsgrove are still on the verge of victory, and the referee still says play on to Stalybridge. Well, he's been very generous with his time added on, Mr. Kane. Ryan. He's played a decent ball in. Again, it's headed away. Very firmly, only to Cotham. Now it's Brendan Burke. He slips the first tackle, past the second. Squares it up here. Cotham's going to let fly. What a goal! What a goal! Lee Cotham. Well, at least it's one of a replay. You will not see a better shot struck than that all season by a fullback It's Lee Cothup's first goal of the season. What a time to produce it, and what a venomous strike. Well, that's unbelievable. In the 8th minute of time added on, Lee Cothup batters the ball past Alan Judge, and it's 3-3. Well, he might grin, Brian.
Well, it was a tremendous goal, wasn't it? At the end of the day, I mean, Baker's done well. He's took 2 players on and squared it to Cothup. You know, I don't know whether this referee's been refereeing in Italy, but he certainly had a lot of time on.
Well, I thought they'd run out of steam, to be honest. So all credit to Stalybridge, and it should mean now that they will be unbeaten here in 9 matches, although they'd won their previous 8. But Mr. Kane blows the whistle at the end of a quite fabulous game here, and he's the hero. Lee Cothup with his first goal of the season in the 98th minute. That was to add to goals from John Ryan and Robert Jackson in the first half. Bromsgrove scored through Craig Gaunt and Recce Carter. They led 2-0, and Steve Taylor struck their third after Stalybridge had got it back to 2-2. But it all means that we've got a replay to come at the Victoria Ground at Bromsgrove. Final score mark here, Stalybridge 3, Bromsgrove 3.